Hello bass family and welcome to Everything Bass. I'm very excited to bring you tapping pattern 15, and if you've been following along, tapping pattern 13, I showed you this honky tonk tapping pattern that was part of a composition I would play live at shows in the late 80s, early 90s, and it goes through a 1-4-5 progression. And then tapping pattern 14, I showed you what I did when I went to the 4 chord, in this case a C dominant chord, and this traveling line I did, which was more of a single line kind of thing. And then I want to show you now in tapping pattern 15, what am I doing for the 5 chord, the D7. And it's the 5 to the 4, which takes me back to the 1. And if those terminologies are foreign to you, I'll be having videos talking about what chord numbering means and what common progressions are and things like that. But in this case, it's a blues progression. So I'm on a D7. The first thing I do, and I played it during the intro, is I'm going to, with my left hand, tap the D, and the perfect fifth A. Now this is a common set of early tappers. A lot of them, the line started with just power chord in left hand. Now in this hand, I'm going to go up to the F sharp and the C. Now if you guys know your arpeggios, you know that I'm playing D, A, F sharp, C. Those are all the notes in the dominant 7 chord. So I'm actually just playing the arpeggio, but I play it like this. So I'm tapping the 3rd and the 7th at the same time. Now I go back and do the left hand just like I did before, and I now tap the G and the D. And what I'm representing there is more of a sus chord because there's no 3rd. So putting those together, and I kind of toggle between those. I go back and forth. And last time I hit them twice. So let me play that slowly. Now it goes to C. If you've learned the other 2 patterns, there's a lot of movement, there's a lot of little solos and little ornaments I put on that are quite notey. But for the 5 to the 4, I don't improvise a lot. I play this foundational idea both over the D7 and then the C7 chord. So here's from the D. Here's the C. And then for those of you playing along at home, you go back to the pattern I showed you in tapping pattern 13. And that's kind of the whole composition broken down into sections. And this one's quite simple, but sometimes the most effective thing you can do when you're composing something like this, which was composed as a solo bass piece, no one else on stage, I'm playing solo to the audience, is don't keep it at 100 miles an hour the entire time. If you do that, I remember talking to a guy who was a great martial artist, but he also happened to be a musician. And he said, he was talking about like overplaying, just constantly playing the fastest stuff you know how to play, no stop, just always going. He says, man, it's like kicking a guy in the nuts. If you kick someone in the nuts, they fall down, it's a big impact. And they get up, you kick them again, they might go to one knee, but they kind of experienced it once before. By the time you kicked them the 3rd time in the nuts, you just pissed them off. His analogy was, if you're playing something really cool that's really, really complex and over the top and it's just mind-blowing, good for you, that's awesome. But if you just do that the entire time, at one point they're like, okay, oh, now I'm bored. Sometimes the best thing you can do is highlight those moments by doing something that's the opposite. So here, the overall piece had these cool little ornament things like that, and then the kind of piece there. A lot of notes, a lot of things, a lot of stuff for the audience to take in. So when I come to the 5 chord, I just kind of lay it back. And then I go back in. Sometimes giving your audience a break actually not only will keep their interest in what you're doing, but it actually sets up, frames the really cool parts that maybe you were really proud of that are unique or busier. So we have to look at like scales. Not scales, music scales, but like weighing scales, that if we have a lot of overplaying, we need to put something in that's going to balance it out by maybe putting something that's opposite, that's complementary to it. That's just my 2 cents on that. Technique-wise, I did want to cover one thing. When you're playing this, I like to tap the first part, the 3rd and the 7th, the F sharp and the C. I like to tap that with my index and my middle. Now when I go to tap the next one, instead of moving those 2 fingers up, I'll instead put my index finger and my ring finger. It's just less motion. My hand stays open. It doesn't get, have to do this. It feels comfortable. As opposed to that, sometimes I miss. Because I'm reaching over that middle finger to make that interval longer, I sometimes would miss it and get a missed fret, not sound good. When I switched to doing the last part, the sus chord part, with my ring finger, I was more consistent. This is just food for thought. All of our hands are different, but if you're struggling with it, try that way and see if it helps. All right. So I'm gonna forego the standard encore item to actually let you know something that's exciting, is that right after shooting this video, I'm shooting the very first family portrait. So I wanted to kind of remind you guys what the family portrait is and why I'm so excited about it. I want to give all the bass players in the Everything Bass family a chance to be seen, to put in their influences, to share. And so I reached out to one of my favorite players. He's in Florida, and I sent him a questionnaire. We went back and forth with questions and answers. Then he sent me some video clips and some photos, and I'll be presenting him soon in what's going to be called Everything Bass Family Portrait and his name. That could be your name, and I'm really excited to do this. So right now, I'm not narrowing it to anybody in particular. I want players of all kinds. Now, let's say you're sitting there and you go, oh, I kind of like to do that, but I don't really solo. Yeah, no problem, man. Let's say you're playing with a band, just, or just playing by yourself in the bedroom. Just put up your cell phone, record some videos of you playing. I'm looking for about 4 to 8 minutes of videos to kind of hit the target time of my overall presentation. And email me at dtitus@daletitus.com and say, man, I would love to be featured in one of your family portraits. I will send you a questionnaire. You and I will go back and forth. We'll solidify it. Send me some photos. I'll give you a Dropbox link for the videos. If you can send me all that stuff, then I would love to do one. I want to do them for all our players. And again, I really want to underscore this. I don't want to just feature guys that are over-the-top players, that are slappers, tappers, really crazy soloists. Those are all phenomenal, and they'll be part of our family. They are part of our family, so they'll be part of the family portraits. But don't let that intimidate you or think that you don't have anything valuable. Every player who plays the bass has something valuable to share. Case in point, when I listen back to some of my recordings that I did in my first couple of years of playing bass, that's over 30 years ago. Sometimes I'll still go, oh yeah, that was kind of cool. We forget even like some cool things we did as a beginning bass player that we've kind of evolved beyond, but they shouldn't be lost. I'm encouraged that you guys, regardless of who you are as a player, what your influences are, man, woman, beast, I don't care, but you have something that could probably inspire us and keep us playing, and also would inspire other people to want to be featured in a family portrait, because I want this to be everybody. So thank you so much, guys, for supporting the channel. Let me say thank you in a tangible way by featuring you in one of my family portraits. So remember, if that's something you want to do, just email me at dtitus@daletitus.com and let me know about it. Let me know that you're interested. I'll send you some stuff. We'll get the conversation going, and you'll be in one of the future videos. All right, guys, tapping pattern 15 and my invitation for you to be featured in a family portrait. Both those are important. Let me know what you think of this. Let me know if you put them all together. Hey, I would dig this, and I own the rights to this piece, so no one's going to get mad. But if you've practiced tapping pattern 13, 14, 15, and you put them together as a 1-4-5 progression, I would love for you to videotape them and go over to our Facebook page. If you go search Facebook for Everything Bass with Dale Titus, the entire thing, hit follow, so it's free. Just become just announce your presence and show me a video of you playing it. I would love that. That would make me so happy. And maybe I'll do the same, because I've yet to actually videotape myself playing it all together. But perhaps I will post one of me playing it. So there you have it, guys. I'm so excited that you are joining me on this journey, and that we are a community and we're a family. And no matter what's going on in the world, we all can rely on each other, and even if it's just for a distraction. So thank you so much. Please like, share, and subscribe to the video. If you want to become a Patreon supporter and get access to all my written materials, just go down in the description below, click on the Patreon link you see there, and become a Backstage Pass member. That will give you access to all my written material for every video I put up, and also would support the channel financially, which is a huge help to me. Thank you, guys. Have a great day. Practice your bass and have fun. See ya.